Lots of you've got questions about those ballot propositions. Sharon in Sacramento asked us, Propositions 2, 4, and 5 all authorize a bond, which means borrowing money that has to be paid back. Does this mean our property taxes go up within the year or at a later date? Thank you so much for asking this, Sharon. You are correct. All three of these props are about bond money, but they are about it in different ways. I'm going to start with Props 2 and 4. Those would each have the state borrow $10 billion of bonds to pay for school upgrades and climate adaptation, respectively. Yes, those bonds would have to be paid back a few $100 million a year. Props 2 and 4 have no new taxes, though. They actually come with no plan at all to cover those payments. If the state budget's running a surplus, that's not a problem. But if not, the legislature will have to balance the budget, either using cuts or taxes. But new taxes do require a 2/3 supermajority vote in the legislature in order to pass. So that's worth knowing. If we throw your question back up, Sharon, no, the bonds in Props 2 and 4 wouldn't automatically push up taxes were they to pass, but they would for sure make the budget a little tighter. Now, you asked about property taxes here, and in California, your property taxes actually don't go to the state government. They pay for local governments and the public school system, and that's where we come to Prop 5, which actually doesn't authorize any new bond borrowing all on its own. What Prop 5 would do is make it easier for local governments to pass their bond measures. Right now, if your local fire district wants to take out a bond to build a new fire station, they got to get 2/3 of the voters to say yes. If Prop 5 were to pass, they would only need 55% of the voters to say yes. That change, by the way, would take effect immediately in this year's election. If it passes, more local bonds would pass, and those payments would get tacked onto your property tax bill. How much? When? That information is going to be with the local ballot measure in the voter guide that you got from your city or county in the mail. Thank you so much, Sharon, for the question. Happy voting.